Commodus posted a video on the Total War Rome 2 official forums, posting some pretty slanderous remarks about the capabilities of the best Spartan soldiers pitted up against the Praetorian Guard. Now, barring any historical basis for such an argument, which is pretty damn useless, the Praetorian Guard were mainly a political and ceremonial force, not battle-hardened soldiers that were used to fighting like the Royal Spartans did. They are from different time periods, and which unit or which group of men would win in a pitched battle is not really an interesting discussion. It's about as interesting as which predator would win of a T-Rex and a dragon. So some people would like to have that discussion, but it's basically meaningless. It's not on a factual. That discussion can't be done on a factual basis. However, what we can do is we can test these units in the game, and that's what Commodus did. However, he failed pretty hard in his testing procedures. Now I'll just remove the UI here while we talk, because it's more pleasant to look at. So the thing is, these Royal Spartans have a charge bonus of 28. These guys have a charge bonus of 19. What that means is that in order to be effective, these Royal Spartans need to get a charge. What Commodus did was he put his guys in phalanx, and then he basically received the charge from the Praetorian Guard. Another thing you need to do is you need to take off formation attack on the charge, because that will allow your men to flank around the enemy formation, like so. And the guys that are attacking from the side will do so against an enemy unit that has a reduced melee defense, so that's going to be very important as well. Now the thing is, you still want to use your phalanx to increase the survivability of the hoplites, but you're only going to activate the phalanx after 30 seconds when the charge bonus is gone. Now why you want to do that is because you want your Royal Spartans to be able to penetrate the enemy formation, seek out as many targets as possible while you have the charge bonus activated. Remember, the charge bonus of 28 increases both melee attack and weapon damage by 28 for a whole 30 seconds. So you want to form phalanx after that period is gone, in order to both take advantage of the increased offensive capabilities and then of the increased defensive capabilities that the phalanx gives you. Now, of course, this is not a fair comparison, because the AI controls the Praetorians, but the AI controlled the Praetorians in Commodus' case too. I think it looked like they were. So a fair comparison would be to use the units against each other to the best of their abilities. In that case, I would argue that the Praetorian Guard should be able to throw their pila, pull away, throw their pila, so that they would get off 2 pila volleys. That would be the best that they could do. Or you could just do a straight up charge, but then formation attack would have needed to be off on both of the units. So it's not really fair to compare units when when the AI is controlling them, because the AI might not use the units optimally. But keep in mind that the video I'm making here is a comparison between using Royal Spartans incorrectly and using them correctly. Now, Commodus is using his Royal Spartans incorrectly, while I am using them correctly and to a greater effect. So using them like this, I will actually be able to defeat these Praetorian Guard. However, keep in mind, my formation was wider when I charged in. I had formation attack off. I waited for 30 seconds until activating phalanx, and that's basically the whole magic behind making Royal Spartans beat Praetorian Guard, at least Praetorian Guard controlled by the AI. When controlled by a human opponent, things are a bit different. The human opponent might use a wider formation than you do, get more pila off, wrap around your formation. The human will probably turn off formation attack and so on. So these things will affect the outcome of these unit versus unit comparison. But if, for example, you are in a battlefield situation and you manage to get your Royal Spartans on a slightly elevated position, it isn't unlikely at all that they're able to defeat Praetorian Guard if they get the charge off. If you do like Commodus and just leave your hoplites in phalanx and you eat the charge, you deny yourself the massive charge bonus that these guys need to take out the Praetorian Guard. So it's nice to be bold in your statements and get a bit of a reaction by being tongue-in-cheek, but it kind of looks silly when you don't manage to back that up by knowing how to use units to good effect. So, as you can see, the Royal Spartans won against the Praetorian Guard fairly decisively as well. And Commodus, next time you're going to do a comparison, don't do it against a unit that is standing still and another unit that is charging. That's just not the smart way of going about it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again on the battlefield.